where is... Okay, hiding plots and Brainrot stealing for today. Okay. Hopefully this isn't problematic. Actually, it probably will be, because all this is like hierarchical, whatever you call it. Right, so if I move just the top down, right? Oh, that's kind of annoying, actually. Since these are all going to move relative to each other. Okay. Well. Yeah, because they're all going to move relative to one another. That kind of sucks, but... I guess I could just use global transforms, and then I don't really have to worry about it. Right, I would just need to, like, store each layer's transform. Right, it's put in the plot component. Layer transforms. Lock transforms, I think. Begin simulation. I need to like... I don't know how to do this properly, because I need to like go layer by layer. Excuse me. I think I saw that you can like make editables of entities now, right? Let me see if that's true. Because I could just like directly reference the other layers instead, and then just change them that way. Like in here, plot comp, layer 2, and then I could just grab... Oh, you can't eyedropper it? Really? Shit, how am I gonna get these by name then? Yeah, because I can't really look it up in there. Yeah. Unless I can assume that when I go get descendants, that it'll go in order, right? Because if I can assume that, then it should be fine. Or like child layers. Find descendants with component, and I want like just to find stuff with this like sm underscore plot base. Find descendant entities with component. This is not what decide. This is just regular, and then we'll do mesh comp is exactly that. Right, so we can just, well, actually, I don't even need the mesh comp. I literally just need the children layer things, I think. I also need to store the layers then too, right? Ugh, yeah, this is so annoying. Let's just store these as layers, like a plot layer, right? And it's gonna have an entity. Holy hell. It's gonna have an entity, and it's gonna have an initial transform. And then we'll have like a show, and it'll just be like entity dot set global transform equal to initial transform, and then Hide will just be like this kind of, but instead of this, we'll have hidden transform, which is going to be the initial transform, but then I was gonna say we could use a constructor for that, but I don't think it matters. It's like one extra line, whatever. Where the translation is just equal to this thing's. Can I just do minus equals to a luff vector 3 where up is like, because I need to make sure they all get hidden, right? So it should just be like, or what's the y on the top layer? Because that'll just be the minimum I have to set it. 500. Okay, well that's obviously not. Oh, it's 500 relative to the first one. So what? 520, 1024. Like, so we'll just say like 3,000 just to be safe. Oh, 30,000. What is wrong with this? Hidden is a transform, not translation. It's a vec3. Apparently there's no minus equal in this world, so... What's up, Jima? Am I watching the World Cup? No, I don't really care for sports in general, actually, but soccer as well, or football, wherever you're from, wherever you call it. Okay. Show hide, set the global transform to be the initial transform, otherwise move it underground to hide it, and then I guess we'll just have a var of plot layers. What's up, Mello? Find all these. Like, is this in order? Find all descendants, including an entity containing the type of component. The order of the return entities is unspecified and subject to change, bruh. Okay, so I'm gonna have to sort these. Excuse me. So what we'll do is we'll sort by height of the entities, I think. So sort entities by height, and it'll take entity A. Actually, there's no point in reinventing the wheel here. Let me just find the other one that I use. This thing. Oh, this one's kind of gross, though. It's probably fine. This, this, and then this should be an entity, and then get global. Okay, I should just do this everywhere, actually. Else 0. Right, and just go kill all those. Get the transforms. And then translations dot up. So it should just sort by height. Hopefully ascending. Right, or do I want ascending? If you have heights, I want to get them. Yes, ascending. Okay. Do this and then dot sort and order by ascending. And then sort entities by height. I think. Right, and then we just pass in child layer. So this will be, that will be our layers, layer entities. And then we can just create these for layer entity. Doesn't do it. So layer entity, and then the transform. Okay, so we can set and get set that. Okay. So that'll create that layer thing, I think. That should work. And then when I go to show and hide these layers, I wonder, let me just like comment that out and we'll just go, excuse me. Yo, what's good? Or actually, let's leave that as is. I just want to show layer and then layer index. I don't know. Right? 'Cause I don't really know. Layers, add layer index, and then just layer show. Right, and then this will also. Well, we can leave the other layer visibility thing just so. This should now be a multi-liner, unfortunately. Do this and then also show layer 0. I guess I need to hide layer as well. Well, I guess like wait, why don't I just put that in the same function? That seems. I'll do all of that. That seems kind of it's kind of annoying with this tag though. Actually, I guess I could just add in an index in here as well. Right, and then it'll just do this, and then it'll also just go show layer. Well, I might as well just do this in there actually. Right, and then grab the layer, and then if visibility, then show was let's hide it. I'm going to need this function, and then these will just need to have 0, 1, 2. Oh, no, this needs to be 2, 0, 2, oh, no, 1, 0, 0. Actually sick as hell, holy. Okay, if this just appears these couple times, that should be fine, right? 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it appears 3 more times. Oh, up here. Okay. Okay, that should just work, maybe. What is this crying about? Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Why did we import spatial math? Get out of here. What? Bro. That's crazy you need a library to, what is this then? Keyframe? Well, isn't this from? Hold on. Does this not exist in the spatial math? I swear it does. Yeah, it does. Wait, why am I using 2 different spatial math libraries to do the same thing? What is this? Trait container stack. Vector 3, vector 2. What is this? Oh, because I need. God damn, I need spatial math, don't I? Okay. Can we kill this just like one more time? Bro, this is so annoying. I actually hate that they have two spatial maths. They need to fix that shit. This should not be something that happens, in my opinion. Like, I shouldn't have to make a LUF or XYZ vector 2s. Like, this is actually crazy. Vector 2, and then I guess I'll just have to fix that in here. Vector 2, Z, vector 2s. Just those two. Okay. From, yeah, why are we doing that? Just say effect player position. Oh wait, no, we do want that. That one. Let's go. Are you serious? Oh my god. Throw this in front and this something like that. Still no? What is this complaining about? Wait, this thing wants a regular vector 3. What is the problem with this thing? What's up, Greeks? How you doing today? I want the spatial math one, I suppose, right? Is that a thing? What vector 3? I want a spatial math vector 3, right? So convert this. Okay, let's just get the entity then. Okay, whatever. This is actually so stupid. And we'll just go to this. Okay. Transform. It's a Vixon. Good? That's good. I'm sick as a friggin' dog today, so not great, but otherwise, I'm doing good. Okay. So let's see if this actually works now. Showing and hiding using transform instead of just hiding and showing the props. Maybe that'll fix the collision issues. It should fix the collision issues. Hopefully, because I don't really want to have to deal with that much longer if I don't have to. Did I make this whole map myself? Yep. Besides like assets I bought, but otherwise, yeah. Okay, that's a good start. I can't see the regular floors now, so okay. Probably because it's finding itself and needs to skip the first one. That's my guess. This thing. Excuse me. Can you compare? Um, Entities? I wonder. They are unique. Okay. Let's see if that works. So long as you're not looking at yourself, take every child. Find all the children that have it. Alright, there we go. These layers are still here now. Okay, you can't use the invisible stairs, so that's a good treat. If you don't want to push changes every time you change a bit of code, you can just press push it. Yeah. Okay, I need $250,000. I need more debug buttons, so I don't have to like actually do anything to get money. So we just fly over here and get like the best Brainrot. Huh, okay. So that's obviously not the right spot. I don't think. If I had to guess, I don't think that's the right spot. Probably because I'm taking the floor's position instead of the actual thing's position. That could have something to do with it. Let me give myself like $1 trillion billion as well. I just don't have to actually do anything. Just turn that on. Okay, there we go. All right. These look normal. So Greek, how you doing today? Okay, so plots can actually have no collision now when showing and hiding them, which is good. That was a pretty quick and easy fix. It literally took like 15 minutes. I probably spent longer trying to fix the original way I was doing it than it took me to just do it this way. Okay, that looks pretty good. Am I teleporting it? Yeah. Like just hiding it underneath the ground until it's actually needed. What was that? There's a gap there. Yeah, okay. Just leap off the side. Come on. Okay. And then there shouldn't be any collision on this one either. Yeah, perfect. Okay, that's good. Here, that's done. And stealing. Okay. I wonder if that's a good idea. Oh yeah, I was just thinking that we could do stealing. It should only take like literally like half an hour to do if that. I don't think it'll take long at all. Because I already have it set up for like what happens when somebody who doesn't own the plot tries to interact with your buttons. So it's literally just it'll just be an extension of that. Like if you try to touch somebody else's button and there's a Brainrot in there, it'll just like prompt you to steal it, I guess. But I also gotta make sure like there's no like accidental duplication. Like if somebody sees you trying to steal and then you pick it up and then you steal it, then it doesn't just like duplicate. Well, honestly, that might not even be like that's kind of a non-issue because then like the person who was gonna get stolen keeps it, and then the person who wanted it still gets it, and then I still get the money, right? So that's even really a problem. The only thing I'd be worried about is like some issue with the discrepancy of who owns what, maybe. But well, then there's also the problem with if you steal somebody else's Brainrot and they have a Brainrot that matches a serial number of yours, it would need to like reconstruct it with a new serial number. I think I gotta just consider that. Otherwise, it'll cause issues for sure. You like won't know which Brainrot to reference if you have two of the same serial number, or it'll always reference the one that's like earlier in the inventory. Well, so. I also need to decide on price points for stealing. Prices per rarity, I guess. Common, like, I don't know, 50 V-Bucks. This is my Google sheet, so I can actually see it. New sheets. Or this could go in mutations, maybe. Wait, not mutations. I need this in rarities. Is that what I have? Rarities. Where common, uncommon, rare, epic, legendary, mythic. What are the other rarities that I have? Legendary, mythic, god, secret, OG, mythic, god, secret, OG. So probably what, like 50, 100, 150, 250, 500. Because it should be like, it should be a lot to steal the best one, you know? Does this ramp up too fast? Maybe like this should be like 350, then this could be 500, 750, 1,000, or 1,250, and then 2,000? I have to make that many offers though, which kind of sucks. Actually, I can make chat churn those out for me. I could just tell it, you need to make this, this, and this. And then yeah, well, I should, let me do that right now actually. Let me just give the whole file, whatever, and then we can just add those in there. make info, entitlement, and offer for each of these rarities. Just use the same field data in flags, true/false values as the which one has like which one would be accurate to it? Like probably like the skip rebirth. That would be accurate, I think. How many hours a day do I work? It kind of varies. Typically, like between like 6 and 8 hours. Typically, I also work on like weekends too. Depending on the project as well. Like if it's a project I like, I'll typically spend a lot more time on it. Like if it's a project I hate, I'll usually drag my feet a little bit. How much coding experience do I have? Probably like 7 years-ish, give or take. What did I do before UEFN inverse coding? It was like honestly, it was a lot of just nonsense, like some web dev, and like just random like. No, I did a little bit of game dev and like some early courses when I was in uni, but like otherwise it was a bunch of just kind of nothing. I don't know if I really produced anything too meaningful. I think I made like a search engine once, which was kind of cool, but like otherwise I didn't really do anything too crazy. What's up, Intercepted? Okay. Let's see if Chad did a good job on creating this entitlement page for me. Steal Brainrot info. Steal a Brainrot of the selected rarity from player's base. Okay. T underscore strength, that's a fine texture. Why not? Steal, okay, yep. Each entitlement, perfect. I wonder if these would be consequential to gameplay, because you can't steal for free, right? So that technically is something you could only do by paying. But I feel like this flag doesn't really matter. Like I don't even know if they care about that one. Right on. There we go. Okay, that's all in there. Perfect. Is the Brainrot map the hardest to make? Definitely not. There's far harder maps to make for sure. I mean, you definitely need a lot of skills to like make a Brainrot map by yourself. Oh, that's nice though. The new Toy Story movie is pretty good. I went to see it. I think on like, no, not opening weekend, but like last weekend maybe. I don't know. It's a pretty good movie though. Mow the lawn. It's pretty fun. What's the hardest map? It's kind of subjective, honestly. But like out of the maps that like exist in rotation, probably like it's definitely tycoons for sure. I think are probably the most challenging, just because they have so many moving parts. Which I guess Brainrot maps do fall into that category, but like there's definitely more advanced tycoons. Like Brainrot maps are typically like on the lower end of difficulty for a tycoon map. And even then, it's mostly just because of the balancing and stuff, I think. Okay, so we have these components now, and now we just need to fetch them based on their rarity, right? So we can just put that in here, I guess, in the plot slot component right above here. We'll go get offer by Brainrot. Rarity? Brain Tor, Brainrot. Good lord. Offer switch. And it's gonna be something rarity. Ratity. Holy. I can't even read today. This is going to be uncommon, uncommon steel offer. Is that what it is? Okay, chat. What did you name these? Wait, where did I? Oh, wait, what? Wait, oh, I didn't paste it in, did I? Oh shit, where'd it go? Oh, entitlements with steel brain rot, so I just need to copy this and just shove it in here, I think. Hopefully that doesn't break my other ones. Steel underscore rarity underscore brain rot underscore offer. Okay, steel underscore rarity underscore brain rot underscore offer. Okay, and then what we'll do is just say this, steel common, grab this whole thing. Oh my god, my nose is so stuffed up, this is so crazy. And then we're just gonna chat to fill this in too. Can you finish this offer getter function? Does the steel maps tool still exist? That was the most disgusting review when that was big. I have no idea. I've never really heard much about that. Obviously that'd be horrible if you get your map just completely ripped off. But like, well, yeah, I guess if you get your like 3D world assets ripped off, that kind of sucks. Ugh. As far as I know, though, there's probably no way they could get verse code because that's all on the server. Okay. So this, that. Need that to default in the default case. Actually, no, I should just do that just so I don't have to default. Okay, so we get that, and then when you go to interact, you go else, and then we'll just say else. Are you working with persistence? Yeah, always. You need persistence, honestly. Like, if your map doesn't have persistence, then well, that's not necessarily true. If you have like a combat map, I suppose it doesn't matter. But like pretty much every other type of map, you probably want persistence of some kind. Else, if has a brain rot, really, right? I need to just know. Maybe brain rot save data. Brain rot save data. Brain rot save data. Then we want the brain rot definition. Steel offer. This. They used to be able to get verse code too? Jeez. Yeah, that'd be terrible. They probably just had like bad web security or something, and you're probably just able to fetch it somehow. Pretty cool. How do you import the brainrots to the game? I put them into Unreal Engine, made them into, or gave them their like VAT materials, and then I just migrate them over. In my case, but like depends on the pack you buy, I suppose. If you buy a pack, or if you make them yourself. Like if you make them yourself, you probably know enough modeling tools to do it. Then it'll just be like what buy offer for steel offer. And then I guess I need the interacting player too. Wait, can this fail though? Oh yeah, I should probably check to make sure that you are not the owner. Does this will pop up if you try to interact with? Oh no, it won't actually, but it should be. We should check it anyway. Just use that Unreal Engine node. No, there's like a plugin on Unreal Engine that converts your animations to textures. Player does not equal the owner. I do this, then show this to the player. Or is this backwards? It is backwards. What? This is not suspending, really? Okay. Handle steal attempts for player, I suppose. Forgot to suspend, I guess. And then we'll just put I guess yeah, I guess we'll just literally just put all this over here. And then we'll just do lens on handle steal attempts for player. Something like that, and then if results, then what we'll do is so the node that converts animations to bats, really? That'd be kind of nice. Because you have to go through this whole process over there on Unreal, like with the plugin I was using. You have to do a bunch of stuff, like running a bunch of blueprints, setting a bunch of fields, and stuff. So, I mean, I had like scripts to do it all for me, so I just did it in like a huge batch, but yeah, I mean, with like the nature of a client server game, you're gonna have the files on your PC because, well, you're not gonna have all the files. You'll have like any client side files on your PC, like the physical assets, like 3D assets and stuff. But like, depending on how they're encoded, you could like make it safer, I think, to make them not be stolen. But I don't know. I don't really know what I'm talking about. Okay, so if you buy this offer, you steal, you buy it, then what should happen if you buy this? It needs to take it away from the player you stole it from. But what's up, Caesar? Okay, so this will be like successful steal. If result, then I guess we need like a new function to do this because it needs to be done safely. We need to, I guess we'll just make it called steal, I guess, right? It'll be kind of like this function, I think. Because if you steal, it should still add it to your index and stuff too, right? Steal Brainrot. And then we don't need, well, we do want the definition still, but we want the, oh, actually, we just need the save data, really. Brainrot save data. Which we don't even need the traits in there or the level, because that's all inherent to the save data. What am I doing right now? We're just doing a stealing system. Oh my god. Pressing my Discord unmute button to unmute my mic. That's not gonna work. If you give V-Bucks, you should receive it in your inventory. Yeah. That's what we'll do, something kind of like that. So steal Brainrot, it'll give you this new index. We'll do this dot probably Brainrot serial number. And then add this to the inventory, but we're going to use a constructor instead. So we're going to use this, and we're going to go make Brainrot save data out of the existing one, right? Because we want all this stuff to be the same, except for the serial number, which we want to refresh because we need to make sure it's not duplicating our current one. Oh, we don't have a duplicate. You want to make your own Brainrot game? Should you use Roblox or UEFN? If you have no experience in either, I don't really know what the better choice would be. Roblox is a little more flexible. Actually, a lot more flexible and a lot faster if you're looking for speed. And also the AI tools on Roblox are crazy. If you're a little bit newer. Oh shit! I guess I do need the Brainrot definition, don't I? That's kind of annoying. I guess we'll just pass that in too. I'll have it anyway, right? Just pass that in, pass that in. For trait and traits, I guess we need to go in this slot traits. Add those in there. Yeah. AI can write any way you want pretty well. Do you know how to make the action widget work? Mine refuses to show up at the input to the players. I've never used that before, so like, not too much help. Maybe we'll look at some new features, actually. Instead of just starting a new game, there's so many new things that I just haven't had a chance to look at yet because I've just been working on games. Like all the player animation stuff, I haven't even tried any of that yet. Or any of that like new input stuff. Like, I just need to take a minute and try out some of these features. Okay, so I think stealing that should work, right? Instead of making a fresh Brainrot, we're just kind of recycling the one that exists and putting it in our inventory. And then what we need to do is steal Brainrot, and then we also need to have like something similar for the player it was stolen from, right? How do I even want to phrase this? Well, really, it just needs to, like, remove it, I guess, right? It pretty much needs to just do that. Okay. So, player.steal Brainrot, I guess. Don't know what to do with it, though. Yeah, that's the thing with making, like, random features like that. It's like they're neat to make, but then, like, what do you do with them? Can't loop properly because there's a tick where you're unanimated. That kind of sucks. Don't they have like a smoothing function though that you can like ease into your animations? At least what I've seen on like Twitter, but that's I don't really know. Um, Maybe like Brainrot stolen, right? And then I guess I just need to, because like should you be able to like pick it up before they steal it, or like while they're trying to steal it to like save it? Because that'll be like a way to duplicate your Brainrot low key. Like that's like a state management nightmare. Maybe we'll only try to remove it if it's still placed down. And like if it's not placed down, you'll still get it, but like the other player won't lose it, kind of thing. So if that's the case, then I guess all we need to do is we don't need this. This isn't relevant. This isn't relevant. Yeah, these are not relevant. And then what we need to do is just remove it. There's still a hitch. I'm sure they'll probably clean it up. But also it's, well, yeah, it is kind of like, it's definitely not good, but I'm sure they'll get to fixing it eventually, right? Because there's no way they can just have it looking janky all the time. I guess we want to remove it. Make sure it's not equipped. Brainrot stolen. Make sure it's not equipped. But oh, no, we want to remove it. Brainrot save data. Serial number. Remove that thing. I think I also had like something that was like inventory.remove, and then I can just remove the save data directly, right? Yeah, I don't even need to use this function either. And then what's that up to? This doesn't actually need to return anything. And then the serial number shouldn't go up. That makes no sense. Last time played, sure. Takes it out of your inventory. Takes it out of your thing. We also need to take it out of the placed Brainrot stuff. Oh, this Brainrot with the Brainrot save data. I guess we don't need this definition in here, do we? Right, because all it's going to do is just peel it out of your inventory, peel it out of the placed, remove it from equipped. I don't think there's any other relevant spots that it could be. Technically, it could be in your mutator, but like, it's kind of fine, maybe, whatever. Oh, that could cause some issues, actually. Well, what are the odds that happen? It seems so low. It's probably fine. Okay, so then back in here, if the result, if you press yes, and then what'll happen, no matter what, you're getting your thing. We'll go player dot steal Brainrot of the Brainrot save data and the Brainrot definition. You're gonna get it no matter what. And then we also want the owner. Right, so who actually loses the thing, and we'll say if it's still there, right? If it is actually still there, current save data is this. If it's still there, and its serial number is equal to the one we think it is, then we'll do owner dot Brainrot stolen of Brainrot save data. Do I recommend having multiple UEFN accounts? I don't think so. I don't think it matters. I feel like if you're doing that, you're probably up to no good. Trying to like beat the system or something. But that way, if you do multiple accounts, then you're also like spreading your followers thin, right? Well, that's just my opinion. Depends on what your goals are in UEFN, really. Like, if it is just to game the system and make money, then maybe it's worth doing, but I don't know if there is really any advantage to having a new account. Like, Epic has claimed there's no advantage, but whether or not that's actually true. But anyway, so if you actually get it stolen, it should do what, really? It should just, like, do what it does when it picks up, I think. Handle prompt, what is this? And then pickup, where's pickup? Pickup, it should just do this, whatever this is. Right, it should do this. I should put this in a function at this point, actually. Well, maybe, no, it's fine like this. We'll just space it, whatever. Send this pickup event, collection event, okay, clear. Picked up Brainrot, what does this do? No, we don't want that. Update the hotbar, we don't need to do that either. We need to do that for the other player though. Player, and we'll go player.update hotbar, because you might get it. Try equip. So update the player who stole its hotbar, and then try to remove it. if it's even there anymore. Clear event, set this. I don't know, maybe that works. What does reset do? Definitely don't want to do that. That's going to cause some issues. That probably works. Handle steal attempt. Another thing is, can't you set text on a interactable component? I feel like you can for some reason. If you could do that like on a per player basis, maybe we can get it to say like steal or whatever, just for the players who don't own this plot. Or have it default to stay steal, and then for the person who owns the plot, it says whatever, right? I feel like this interactable component, yes, this thing. Interact message for a player, right? Surely that means I could set this for the player. You don't think you can? Like, why would it take an agent though as an argument for setting? Wait, what does this function do? It returns a message? How do you set it though? Returns an appropriate message to display to players to communicate this through. What? I swear you could set it though, I thought. Because like, what is the point of this? Like, why would I want to know what it says? I want to tell it what to say, not know what it says. Like, obviously I'm going to know what it says because I wrote it in there. Because if it just has to say interact, that kind of sucks. Because like, it's not going to be obvious to players. But I also don't want it to just say steal all the time, right? Unless, wait, do I like override the interact message? Is that how that works? Or can I even do that? I would need to like make an instant or make my own subclass of this to do that. I guess that's. Oh wait, here we go. Basic interactive. Wait, what was I just looking at? How was this not here before? I just put two buttons on top of each other. That's a good idea too. Interact message, can interact message. Message shown if can. Wait, what? If this succeeds? Okay, so maybe the can interact message, you can change that, right? So can I just shove? Maybe I can just change this, right? So when we go to, if we go back enough here, in here, we'll just go grab this thing, this, set this equal to message steal, or well, this should say interact, and then we should just default it to say steal instead. I think. So Zaki, how you doing today? Right? Oh wait, this is a. Wait, yeah, that's what I want. Right, so it'll say interact. Yeah, right? Surely that works. Message shown. Okay, well, let's try that. So let's say I need to go to my prefab. Put a fab in here, and then in where is it? This thing here. This should say steal by default. Wherever that may be, in here, steal. Canned interact message is steal by default, and then if you own the plot. Oh wait, no, this needs to go somewhere else. This needs to be happening in on receive owner result. This is where it needs to go. Up. We'll need to go here and say like if tractable components. How was this getting it before? What? Oh, this thing. This whole thing of gas. Necessary evil. Grab this thing. Don't subscribe it. We just want to say this dot. Oh shit! I forgot what it's called. Can interact message. Okay, good. And just set this to message just to say interact Right, so when you're the owner, it'll say interact. Oh wait, oh wait, I'm tripping because this is not going to change per player. This is going to just change the message in general. Okay, you could definitely just not do what I'm thinking. That's fine. Whatever. So this could go. Wait, what was that? Back in here. Basic interaction. This should just stay interact. Can you use two entities with set presentable? You, I wonder if you could do that with buttons. But the thing is that I would have to spawn them dynamically since you can only do that on buttons that exist on runtime. Which I think it's kind of fine. Like if you just go up and interact with it as somebody who doesn't own it, yeah, it's fine. Okay, that might just work. Did I make my text material myself? No, I did not. It's from Asikson. He's on YouTube. It's very, very good material. Sadly, it's probably going to be obsolete in like a week here when the World Space UFG comes out, which I'm so excited for. It'll make it just like 100 times easier. Like you don't have to jump through all these hoops to get text to display on the screen anymore. It'll be so nice. Assuming it does not get pushed back, which they announced it and they said it was going to be coming that time, so surely it does, right? Okay, well, I'm assuming this is just going to work, so let's try this. And let me boot up my phone, because I need two accounts for this, unfortunately. Yeah, yeah, UEFN 6, or Unreal Engine 6 looks really cool. I mean, it's not going to come out for another, like, bajillion years, so... How would the world space face camera? Oh, that's a good question, actually. I wonder. I wonder how that'll work. Maybe they'll just have something in. I mean, you'll be able to do it with like keyframe movement components, but that's kind of annoying, actually. World Space UG comes out, then custom fonts get completely forgotten about. Yeah, that probably is gonna get swept under the rug. Hopefully they do have something to make it face camera, because that'll be kind of a shame. But it's also kind of okay, I think. Because a lot of the time, you don't really need it to face the player. Like most use cases, I think it's probably going to be really good for. Yeah, yeah, that's true. If they allow world position offset in the UMG somehow, or maybe it'll just be like a setting, because like that's a huge thing. There's no way they leave that out, honestly. Like I would argue that's like a critical feature of World Space UI. Like they need to have it. Okay, yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. Who sent me this? Why is your name not appearing on Discord? Oh, I got the streamer mode on. That's probably why. I was thinking, yeah, like. I wasn't sure about that function, but that makes sense. Yeah, thank you, Zaki. That's kind of what I was thinking you could do, but I wasn't too sure. Is that like a worthwhile thing to set up though? Like, how much extra would that be? In the example, it didn't have it, but we'll see. Yeah, I mean, it's only like a week away now, so it won't be too long. Obviously, hopefully it does, but you never know. I'm sure it'll come with its own issues when it does come out anyway, though. It'll also be cool. I wonder if you'll still be able to like animate your UMG widget and then play that animation that's on there in world. That'd be really cool. That's gonna like bring about the next level of those like follow creator things. It's gonna be like a whole walkthrough of how to click through the menus to follow, and it's just gonna be in the world. Was the text material free? No, it's not free. I think it's like 100 euros maybe, which is honestly it's a pretty good deal for how advanced the material is. Like it's crazy good. Like the amount of effort that went into this is actually insane. You need one for your horror anomaly game I'm making. You need dynamic text material for that. I mean, I guess yeah, it's useful in really any use case, honestly. Let me set up that. I guess we'll set up that abstraction that Zach sent me. Where do I want to put that? Probably right above the thing that's going to be using it, right? The plot. Let's just name it the same thing. Let me just rip off its code here. Sorry, dude. We'll type it out there just to make it original. Basic interactable component. I don't really know what a base component is. I don't really want that. I just want to know the owner. Owner or player. False on receive. I guess we'll just pass in. Oh, that's kind of annoying though to have to. Well, actually, does that even matter? You can add emojis in too? Oh, that's cool. And then, well, what I could even do further is, do we want unreceived? Not really. I want the plot slot component. Maybe plot slot component, right? Just so I can construct this without having to pass anything in. Plot slot component. Well, actually, then I don't need the owner. That'll just be inherent to that. I don't even think I need an on receive then. I just need to be like a set owner. Oh, wait, no, update probably something like that. Oh wait, no, what am I doing, bro? Finish dynamic text material yesterday. Floss only took 30 hours. Yeah, geez, it probably takes like a crazy amount of work to get that working. All right, let's just test this seal quick, and then we'll do the button thing because I think that'll be worth doing. Let me get this my phone account here to get pick up a Brainrot. Bruh, okay. I honestly hate playing Fortnite on mobile. Right. Okay, there we go. Made the jump. Right. Okay, and then skidink. Okay, now the text materials are deciding to work on mobile. Like you can see my hotbar actually works today. I don't know why it just decided not to yesterday. Okay, so if I put that guy there, and then on here, if I go over here, steel common. Oh, I like the bicep icon. That fits in really well, actually. So if I steal this for $50, oh, buddy, where'd your Brainrot go? He can't interact with it. It's not in his inventory. It's not in his hotbar. Okay, so then let me get this back to him somehow as well. So I can just place that down as my own now. Let me steal it back. Steal that back from him. And then put it down. And what I want to try to do is pick it up while they're trying to steal it, just to see if that works the way I intended. So he has this prompt open. If I pick it up, so it's gone, and then I buy it, so I still get it, and he still has it. So like technically you can kind of dupe items this way, but you still have to pay. So honestly, it's not even really duplication. You're kind of just like paying for a copy of it almost. What happens if I do it again? Is this going to break anything? Pick this up. Excuse me. And then now with this guy, what serial number does he have? Yeah, because it's the constructor. I think it's honestly safe because I have 2 copies of this dude, but they're technically different because it reconstructs their serial number. I think it's fine. Yeah, okay. So stealing works. That's all I needed to see. The phone can go away for now while I set up this text thing because that's kind of a cool way to do it. So I just need to override the interact message, right, for the agent that's interacting with it. That's a bunch of nonsense. Reads, decides, apparently, for the message. Oh no. Okay, so I need to like pre-know the messages. That's kind of fine. I just need to, well, I need to just like have an initializer then. And we'll have like var wait, how do you even do this then? I need like a global. I need like a runtime messages then. I think you can do that. Pretty sure, right? Because you do it in here like this. Right. So if I go here, then we'll just have what, steal message, and this will just say steal, and then we'll have place. Yeah, since I can do this now, we might as well just have all of these pre-built here. And now we don't need this initializer, and this can just be steal message. It's just going to show by default. Steal message, place message, manage message, and what would be a... Should we use emojis for all of these? Place, is that... What the hell is that? Put? Place? Box? I don't really know what a... I don't even know if I need emojis, honestly. Manage... What is that, tool? Manage... What is this? Why does this emoji look so funny in the YouTube chat, though? Steal. Is that... Can I have, like, the burglar emoji? Burger. Okay. Thief? I swear there was, like, a burglar emoji, no? Maybe Microsoft doesn't have one. Burglar... Burglar... emoji? So star. Is there a rubber emoji? Apparently not. Thief? Thief emoji? Yeah, I swear, does this not exist? Has never existed? What? Going on vacation is cool. Oh yeah. Show you, we'll play your map today. Let me know what it's called. And we'll check it out. Place home gear. Gear? Okay. The Microsoft emoji picker is so annoying, bro. Gear. Okay, we'll do gear for manage. House for place. And then what? Money bag? Money bag for steal. Are you sick? Yeah, I'm so sick. I'm assuming it's because of my graduation, you know. I shake hands with somebody who just shook hands with like 600 people. So it's like I just shook hands with like 600 people by extension. And there's no shot we're not spreading like 50 illnesses to it that. Yeah, so I've been sick twice in like the last like 2 months, which is crazy. Steal, place, manage. Okay, so then interact. So this will be conditional. We need to know... First, let's get the player. Player of an agent. Oh, wait, can you do... We need like a fallback. I don't know. A default message. Let's just say interact. That could be the default message if any of this fails. And this will just say else default message New playtest today? Yeah, we'll put up a new playtest once I'm done setting up this stealing stuff. Just because we fixed the plot collision, so I think that was the last like critical-ish. Well, I won't even call that critical. That was I thought it was nothing, but I guess a few people were saying it's important. So, all right. So if the player here interact with the finger, yeah, that's a good idea actually. Pointer. Yeah, the duplication's done. Yeah, teleport. It's literally just like when the game loads, it reads in all of the child like layers, sorts them by height, and then like bins them by like what layer it is, and then it just like dynamically moves them around based on where which one needs to be shown. So if you are a player, which you obviously are a player, because I don't imagine we would need to show an interact message to a NPC. This honestly should just be a player. Like why is this agent? But whatever. Maybe they're just covering their bases in case the NPCs need to read an interact message. Can't dupe anymore? No, certainly not. What are the cases? The cases are if you are player is equal to. I guess we also want to know the slot component, which this is not actually going to ever fail, but we'll just know that. So if the player is equal to the slot component dot maybe owner, if you're the owner, then if the slot component maybe Brainrot save data, then manage message. Otherwise, we should also make one like an empty message, empty, just because if you're not the owner and there's nothing to steal, it shouldn't show you anything, right? So if you are the owner, then there is something there, then it should say manage. Otherwise, it should say place message. And then if you're not the owner, then it should say, which I guess the same thing here, right? If you are or aren't the owner, then if you aren't the owner and there is something there, it should say steal message. And if you're not the owner and there's nothing there, it should say nothing. And if somehow you're not a player or if there's no slot component, then it'll just say nothing. Great. Yeah. Well, no, it's 50 V-Bucks for a common. See, that's where the prices they hike up as you get more rare. I don't know if that's a good idea. Maybe we'll reduce it a little bit. I don't know who's going to spend 2,000 V-Bucks to steal a Brainrot. Okay, so this probably works. I guess I gotta wrap the other thing then. Which did this code have any more? Owner message, not owner message. That's fine. Okay, so I guess then we'll do on plot slot component in here. Let's just build this. This better cascade through all of these prefabs. I'm gonna go crazy if I have to like replace all this. So in here, instead of the basic interactable component, what does it have? Let me just screenshot this. I don't know if these settings are really relevant, but just in case, because I should still have access to them since I'm just overriding. Or since I'm using this as a parent class. So we'll just rip off this basic interactable, delete, and then we go here, component, add my plot, oh shit, what's it called, plot button component? Yeah, okay, just add that in there. And yeah, perfect. And then what did I have? Interactable duration. I had this set for whatever reason. 0.5 seconds. I don't know if that's even a good idea, but whatever. Interact, cannot interact. Okay, so those should just get overridden now whenever you go to use it. We'll see if that actually works, though. Hopefully it does. Because that'll be nice. Conditional showing proper messaging. And then I didn't know my notes. Good lord, I'm so stuffed up. This is actually crazy. Okay, and then in here, when the sim begins, instead of getting the basic, we'll just get the plot button component, still subscribe, and then we'll set this thing's maybe plot slot component equal to an option of the self. And that should just be good. How long have I been sick? I've been having symptoms for like probably 2 days now, 2 or 3 days now, but now I'm like actually like ill, like, which kind of sucks. Slightly cringe. Make sure that this has uh, interaction point, which has the plot button. Okay. All right. Let's see. Let's see if that works. Hopefully it does. I guess I gotta do a full push. I'm gonna run to the bathroom quick while that's doing that. Okay. Excuse me. Also grab some watermelon. So tasty. Okay. I guess I need my phone again already. Okay, that's a good start. It just doesn't say anything. Oh, probably because it's not my plot. Okay, place. Okay, okay. That looks cool. Oh. I can only carry one. Okay. So then, place, manage, place, manage. Oh, that's super cool. Yeah, thanks, Zach, for that. That's huge. Because I was just gonna leave it as saying interact for everything, but it looks much nicer that way. Okay, let's fire up the phone too to make sure that it says steal, right? Yeah. And I should also make sure the stealing is doing the right prices per. I wish there was a bind. Like, can you not bind like to stop flying? Flight. Like, why? disable. You should. I feel like you should be able to enable and disable with the same button, but I don't know if that's just me. Okay, a rare. Oh shit! I should have done that. Oh, the shop teleporter needs to move as well. It's no longer in a relevant spot. Put that in the center, roughly. Let's move my debug ones too, I guess. If I even need these anymore. Let's move forward, backwards. Okay. Wait, let me make this actually centered. 1000. And invite this account. So many people trying to add me. Who we got in here? Fallon, okay, I recognize that name. Who else we got? Cleanish, I feel like he's a mod in my Discord or something. Winks, I recognize that name. Rob Wilden. I don't recognize those by name, unfortunately. No, the thumbnail has not come yet, so I don't know. Hopefully it comes today. Well, it better come today, I don't know. He said it would be done yesterday, so... I mean, I told him he can have till today, so... I mean, really, what can you do, though, honestly? As much as I would like it sooner. Like, it's good, it's just gonna be done when it's done, I guess. We'll see, I don't know. I also... it's like... As much as I want to say, like, oh, you should do it faster, like, I started commissioning it on like Thursday or something, so I think it's reasonable to take around a week. Like I should have asked for it way sooner. Like that should have been like one of the first things I started doing because I know that's something that takes a while, especially if I'm not going to do it myself. Like if I was the one doing it, I would just crank it out in like a day. But since I'm like relying on somebody else, I can't guarantee the time like that. But obviously, I probably can't make as good of a thumbnail. Or maybe I can, I don't know. I'm selling myself short with my thumbnail design skills. They don't start till delivery day or later? Honestly, probably. Like, how long could it possibly take? Especially if you're using, like, AI tools. Like, you could definitely do it in, like, an hour. Alright. So... let's see what this shows on this user's account. Steal. Uh-huh. I'll be stealing these, buddy. Maybe it should show a notification, probably. Long wait till last minute, including Ronnie. Yeah. I guess just a lesson learned, just commission it sooner. Really. Okay, I also want to show like a pop-up. Right? So, like when something gets stolen, like a siren's blaring, player name has stolen your Brainrot. Go steal it back. Go pay to get it back from that same person. He delayed your thumbnail by 2 weeks after paid for priority. Was that Ronnie? That dude's so funny. I always see him just getting absolutely grilled on Twitter. I actually he hasn't. I feel like I haven't seen his posts in a while, but it always cracks me up. Yeah, let's make that widget quick then. That's a pretty simple widget, I think. We can just do it based on... Let's do it based on the tutorial objective pop-up, because that's a good pop-up. Brainrot stolen pop-up. And then, is there like a alarm texture, not materials, textures. Alarm? Siren? Is that how you spell that? How do you spell siren? I'm actually illiterate. Siren? Okay, that is right. What am I trying? Siren. Alarm. Bro. All these different widgets and stuff. Well, my sound is not loud? Like my voice or like the game? I know my desktop's pretty quiet, but like my mic, I don't know if it's just because I'm sick and I'm talking a little quieter than normal. I also like can't hear myself right now. Bro, I just want to close Fortnite. Okay. Yeah, there's definitely a way I can make these buttons like be a single button, probably like a single master button that I can change the color on and change the text and whatnot. But I just don't really care, honestly. It takes 2 seconds to just duplicate it and change what you actually want to change. Especially since I don't want to deal with changing it through first if I don't have to. Like the less code that I have to write for UI, the better. See a lot of tears coming. There probably will be. Okay, that's not really the kind of siren I want. Like police siren? Kind of like this, but I don't want the switch on it. I just want like this thing. How do you upgrade Brainrots? Yeah, it's literally just UI. Like you place them down, and then when you interact with the button when they're placed, it just shows you this UI. You just go upgrade. You could also do it just in world space. Like that's what. Excuse me. That's what a lot of the Brainrot games on like Roblox do. Okay, we want this. Let's just get chat to make this in the style of the other ones. Alright, so if we just chuck this into chat, along with some nice reference material. So if we just search anything.png, and let's just grab a couple random ones for reference. Armor, motorcycle. What the hell are these, bruh? Mace, men at work sign, painting, recycle. Sure, that should be fine. Recreate the siren, police siren image in the style. The other images. That typically works. Simple prompt. Manu's AI is better. Manu's AI. What is that? Hands-on AI. Actually, did you look for an alarm emoji? Alarm emoji. Yeah, you're right. Well, the chat's gonna put out something pretty mean though. I don't really know what this is. Menus. Pricing. Holy. Has nano banana. Yeah, honestly, this is like really just the same as what I could have just downloaded elsewhere. I need to clear the background off this too. This is the fake PNG. Let's get this. This does not need to be 1024 either. This needs to be like 512. metadata. Bridging textures. T underscore siren. Yeah, they just make. Even if you tell it no background, they'll put like a fake PNG. They'll put the grid in the background. Or at least they used to. They're probably better now, but like that was a huge issue I used to have. Always pissed me off because it's harder to remove the checkerboard background than it is to just remove like a solid background. Or depending on the content of the image, like if it's a colorful image, then it's usually fine. But bridging textures, this thing. What is this? 150 by 150. Let's go. You'll be back later? Yeah, sounds good, man. Oh, it should be live until like for the next like 4 hours probably if you're back around then. But yeah, I'll see you. And then what do I want this to say? Probably like player name has stolen your dot dot dot. Right? If we objective, this could just be player name. And then a lot of this can go actually. Let's just kill whatever that is. Progress, this can just be changed to be Brainrot name. We don't need 2 animation flags. And this can just be play anim. I kind of want this to like match this, right? I think. Nope, not quite like that. This bottom one here. I feel like this is going to undo all these color changes right when I save it or compile it. Yeah, okay. Thank you. Thank you, UMG. That's so intuitive, actually. Player name. What is this crying about? Oh, broken things. That's weird. We don't really need a texture anymore. Oh shit. Okay, we need 2 textures apparently. We need a material because we'll show what Brainrot has. What is UMG? Like Unreal Motion Graphics? Like the this editor here. Unless you mean like the issue. The issue is like them whenever you use the eyedropper to pick a color, and then when you compile, it'll just undo whatever color you eyedropped into it. Oops, there's still binding issues. What is this? Invalid field. Okay, get rid of it then, bro. Player name. Is this just huge? Why is this so big? Player name. Can this like scroll? Yeah. Okay. Yep. Okay. Player name has stolen. Oh, okay. Excuse me. Can you make anything scroll? Is that possible? Excuse me. No, okay, I didn't really think so. Has stolen your Brainrot. Brainrot. I kind of want it to be like white and then red text for the stolen part. Right, we white here, and then we wrap this with a Or what if we just say has stolen your, and then we'll say the actual Brainrot name underneath. This wrap with checkbox, doop doop. This one we'll just say has space, and then this one we'll just say stolen, and then your has stolen. Right, and then we'll wrap this whole thing in another stack box. And this one will be vertical. And then we'll just throw in a Brainrot inventory slot in there. Top center, move it down 75 pixels, I don't know. Maybe even more than that, 100 pixels. What was this one's positioning? It used to be lowered, whatever it was. Why is this not anchored to the top, too? It's a little weird. It's fine, though. Okay, well, obviously we don't want a lot of these flags to be set on here. So I need a material, the material index, or the mutation index. I need a bunch of stuff in here. Well, these two will be false by default, so I don't need to touch those. All I really need to set is the level, mutation, and item material. So I need Brainrot level, the message, maybe we don't need the name, it'll just show like that. Brainrot level, what else was there? The item material. And a mutation index. Item material, this, I guess? So we need those three. Right? Material, mutation, and level. I think that's all we need. And then, what other bindings do we need? We got the player name. That, the player name. Let's make this bigger to make sure this kind of like pushes that down a little bit. Player name has stolen your Brainrot. This is also a player name that is super long. Okay, that's fine. completed animation from. Please rebind or delete this object from the animation. Oh, okay. Well, this can go. We don't need that animation anymore. Pop-up animation is all we need, I think. Yep. Okay. Pop-up anim. Hop. How do you make an out clip? You just set it to be scroll, and then set the clipping mode to be clip to bounds, and then just put it in a size box, and then it'll just automatically clip if it's too long, and it'll like scroll across as well if you want that. Otherwise, it'll just clip, like if you have scroll disabled. Yeah, no problem. Okay, so we want this to be the full animation, not just the pop-up. This should pop up, and then it should disappear as well afterwards. Right, so this should be like 4 seconds long, maybe? Right, and then we just inverse this. Right, we put this here, and then oh no, hold on. Grab this position here. Maybe you can't paste. Just duplicate it then, whatever. Put this here. So we have our state here. And then, I don't know, zero this out. And move it over and shrink it. And then I kind of want this to also like wiggle or something while it's in here. So we take the rotation, so we keep from here, keep from here, then we go into here, rotation. Why is there rotation keyframes here? Here, no, this can go, and that can go too. And then we just want to set this to be post infinity. Well, I guess what we do is just bend this, right? It's like half a degree though. We want much more than that. We want it to be like at least 1 degree, right? How does that work? I want it to cycle more than that though. Okay, let's just undo all that. Undo all that, and then cycle. Circle. Circle. That looks so weird. Maybe it's because I don't want a keyframe there and I just want this to cycle forever. And then okay, maybe not. A lot of tabs there. Have I tried using a window manager? I don't think so. Euler? What does that do? Yeah, I definitely wanted like 100 keyframes between those two. I don't really know what these do, honestly. What do I know about Oilers? Does it do anything? Maybe. spending way too much time on this. This does not matter at all, really. Just add another one of these and then stretch that out. Sure, that looks good. Huh. Bro. Surely it's not this hard to find siren sound effect. Or like alarm? Not alarm. Alarma? Oh. Okay, there we go. Why is this 9 minutes long? Okay, I'm gonna have to cut this up. I literally want like 5 seconds of audio. This, and then this. Okay, that's pretty friggin' annoying. What if we do this? Fading, fade in, and then... Well, how long is my animation actually? Do I need it to be this long? Like 4 seconds, I think it is. So if we cut that off and then do this to the end, fade out. Sure. Send me one. Hold on. It's a bit short. It's a pretty good one though. Okay. And then let's just play that through the here, audio manager. Alarm, audio. Okay. And then in here, steel. If this happens, then. Oh, I guess that should just happen. Hold on. In here. In one of these utility functions, I guess. This. Show steel pop up. And we need a bunch of stuff here. We need the Brainrot save. data. Brainrot save data. Definition. Why don't you just add the sound effects to the animation? Does that work though? Like I've used it in the past and I've had some issues with it. Oh great, what is this? Builder? Oh, what is this? What is this? Brainrot stolen pop-up. And anim to 1.0, and we'll get the dot. Set that to be that. Mutation notes. And set the widget level message. Level, material, player name. Yeah, should be everything. It's on, sit for a couple seconds, take it off. Small this too, just so that doesn't get canceled or anything. Why do I add it through Verse and not through the HUD? Like a HUD message device? Probably because the HUD message device is terrible. Can you even set widget bindings on there? Like, how would I put the player name and stuff in? Or like the material or anything, I don't know. Like, I only use that for stuff that is static, really. But I think that's dynamic. It's like, I would never use that. Okay. So, that should probably work. And then let's push that up, and then I guess we'll test it again on my phone. Yeah, buttons too, I guess. You definitely can't use buttons on it. Well, actually, I don't know. Maybe you can. I don't really know anything about the device. Okay, what's in there? Let's get my second account on there again. Okay. Oh my god, I forgot to set up the device too. This thing. Put in the lamp. Put that in here. That there. Should I rename this maybe? Okay. Of course, I need to push changes for that. That's just a real treat. I feel like I just pushed changes too. Her. Okay. I guess let's push this, and I'm gonna grab a little something to drink or something. I don't know. Okay. Okay. Let's try this theft mechanism here. Make sure this is playing the right audio and such. And yep. Oh, good lord. This guy, little elephant thing. Okay, so if I go and steal this guy. Getting has stolen your silver liri lalila level 0. Okay. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, I think that's like pretty much everything I was gonna do today. We don't need these anymore. Where is my holy good lord tabs? Let's get rid of some of this stuff. Oh yeah, we're gonna playtest Shreya's maps in a minute here. And stealing, that's done. Okay, let's we push this up to a new playtest for anybody who wants to try it, but then I think it's probably done, honestly. Latest playtest, upload. There's my Fortnite mobile, so I can save my battery. I feel like my battery drops like 10% every time I open Fortnite on mobile. And then I don't even know. What do I want to do with the rest of my day now if the map's done? Ugh. Maybe scout out some potential next games. Look for some ideas. Let's check out Shoya's map right now. Add the trade machine. Nah, that's okay. Oh, we gotta play Lucky Block Go. That's what we gotta play. Can I add this to like my queue? Why am I seeing this? I gotta remember that one. Lucky Block Go. Smash crate for Brainrot. Neat thumbnail. It kind of looks like a render. Non-AI though. Hold up. What else we got in here? Smash crate for Brainrot. He's got the same thing as me. The same banner thing. I wonder if he uses the one that we made in the video or the other day. Teleport to base. What's this guy? Too bad I can't see your name. Whoever you are. Am I supposed to have a pickaxe? Oh. Just when I get close. Frula. Another Fruli Frula. Okay. The pickaxe feels a little weird. It'd be nice if I could see it all the time, just so I know I'm like actually holding it. How do I get to the next area though? 150, okay. That's one thing. This probably takes too long to break. You should be able to get to like the first or second area, like off road. Like money. Base. Version, latest, dismiss, confirm. Okay, then let's see. This new item code if anybody wants to try it. Three damage. Rainbow event in 24 minutes. Okay. How do I upgrade? Is that in here too? A neat game. I think the early game's a little slow for my liking. Like the crates should break much faster, I think, off the start. And like the first wall should be far easier to break. Boy, my screen is so red. Or does it permanently break? If it permanently breaks, then that makes sense. But otherwise, if I have to break it every time, that kind of sucks. 100 HP. Didn't I already have this guy? Fruli Frula? Maybe he's like a rare new one or something. He's like red. Red Fruity Fruit out. Is he special? Wait, why is he red though? Crap. Oh my god, I do have to break the wall every time. Okay. Malabo. Boneka Ambalabo. Okay, yeah, pretty cool map. I think the pacing is a little slow, but otherwise I think it's pretty good. What else we got? Rebirth. Can I do this? Okay. Cool map though. Alright, I wanted to try that other one, Lucky Block Go. The one that we were gonna make, but somebody beat me to it. Which I guess I was a little late to the party anyway. Like this game was like trending a long time ago. This guy's got the same Brainrot pack as me. Okay. Oh, what's this guy up to? Okay. Okay. The icons in this, why are they so realistic? Even this guy. It's kind of funny. Stop thieves. Oh, this is a good idea, actually. Maybe I should do this. Thoughts on this? Hold on, I'll check it out next. I should definitely add that. You can pay to not be stolen from. Check out that. Okay, we can take these out of the queue. These are done already. Tried. And then we'll say, let me just put that on my play now, actually. It's over here. Pay to lock out thieves. Obviously, I'm not going to pay that, but what do we got? Oh, this guy's just in the floor. Alright, so let's try starting. This is pretty janky. I wonder if this is made using scene graph. This is identical to the Roblox one, though. I think I die here, though. Why do I have two? Damn with cheese. Okay. Upgrade. Oh, no menu. Can I even pick them up? Wait, how do I get rid of them, though? Oh, manage. It's like a separate one. Pick up, sell. Interesting. Best dumbbell for 49.50 V-Bucks? Good lord. Escape World. Coming soon. Free. OP, burger you and free you. Our maps. Fight a lucky block. Race your lucky block. Plus what speed be a lucky block. Okay. Am I not allowed to go again? Oh, there we go. Okay. Right back. My food is ready. It appears. my god. I hate being sick. So miserable. Okay. I've seen enough of this. What was the other one somebody was saying? This code here. Exploring the map as if you didn't just build it? Yeah. Which they're pretty much going to be the same as mine, so nothing really special to see. Be a flash for Brainrot. By Hozzy. Okay, I'll turn my face cam off while I'm muted today. Video. This one. There we go. If you give me $500 and you have my Brainrot template. I wonder if it is worth selling the Brainrot template. The only thing is, I don't really want to have to deal with offering support for it and like helping set up. Like, I'd rather just continue working on other things. Another map? Yeah, we'll try them out. What maps you guys have? We'll try them. You can buy everything with V-Bucks. Really? What do we got? Oh. Immediately prompted to buy something. Did I even run over something? That's just like, when you start the game, it's just like you can spend money right away. Oh, this is kind of neat. Bro, okay. Crazy this only has 15 players. The animations are pretty nice, but I guess that's maybe not enough to keep players around. Holy, these meshes are friggin' huge. Okay, I mean, if this is all it is, I don't really care. Kind of a neat map, though. What's this other one? Did we already look at that? I think we looked at that first one. Chainsaw for Brainrots. I feel like I played one of this guy's other maps. What the hell? It's interesting. Okay. What? Try and steal and bring him up? $500? Yeah, all these maps are identical. These are definitely all like templated maps, honestly. Tree shop. The menus look kind of nice though. Okay, maybe I spoke too soon. I don't really like how this almost touches the bottom of the screen. 2,000 V-Bucks? Bro, okay. Okay. I mean, yeah. It's a Brainrot map, alright. Alright, what else we got? Marble Tycoon. That sounds promising. I like a good marble game. Whatever that even means, though. Like actual marbles, like the things that roll around in little glass balls. Well, I don't really like the ones where you have to manually claim it. I prefer to just be spotting where I'm supposed to go. This map looks super polished, though. Oh wait, I was gonna say this better have an animation on it. I've never tried making a tycoon of this style. Like where you build up your house or whatever around you. What does this do? Marble funnel? Red dropper? Oh, this is kind of fun. These animations are crazy, though. This probably took a lot of time to make. Or they probably had a dedicated team to make this, too. How do I get the money, though? Oh, there we go. Gotta get the green dropper, too, of course. Marble pass? I'm not buying that, that's for sure. Can I upgrade my pickaxe or something? Surely, right? Marble funnel. Magenta dropper. Pretty nice map. Who made this, though? No, I don't want to join Fallon's party. Okay, sorry, bro. Whoops. Let's see. Sorry, dude. Alright, what else we got? Is this in home bar? Fight a lucky block? How does this not have more than like 100 players? It's like a tornado warning right now. Fight a lucky block. Hopefully there's no tornado, that'd be a bummer. No, wait, why is this in my whole row? little child in here. Well, this is like the same map as the other one by this guy. Yeah, this is definitely just a template then. I didn't mean to join your party, bro. Sorry. Am I polishing my map today? Yeah, I just got... I think the thumbnails are done. I just gotta pay the guy and then we'll get them. And then we'll publish in a minute here. Okay, how do you send money? Oh, it's freaking pouring here. Hopefully I don't lose power. That'd be a bummer. Rate your map? Yeah, I'll check it out. Map is Joxy Esser. 1v1 map. Oh, I need 2 people to play this though, don't I? I guess I could just look at the map itself.